Okay, long time since I've done something like this. Did think about doing it live, but thought, no, I want it in good quality and no glitches or anything. So, where to begin? Much better. I know I keep saying this all the time, and I hope it's coming out on Finny. I might have to edit this. Yeah, because we have not got good lighting. I'm gonna get some lighting under this shelf. Anyway, we're not going off. Stay on target. So yeah, I brought it in because obviously I should have known this, and I can't blame that no one warned me. Paint does not like cold weather, so this is much from the pictures before. This has now been reapplied better, because it went all patchy. And when I mean patchy, it was like, I touched it, obviously, touched it, and it was like moist, yeah, like moisty to the touch, and you kept wiping it, and it was like, not the paint, but it was cold, and this is plastic, and well, obviously, and I was like, I really do hope the camera, I'm gonna probably have to, but that's what I mean. I'm really not doing very well at the minute. We're talking. I don't know what's on my mind. Anyway, this stuff, this is the paint I am now getting for the Dalek. This stuff is amazing. It's what I did the wheelbarrow for, if you remember that, and do excuse the mess. But, oh, that were the other thing. I got a set of drawers. So, yes, clothes are in there. Dirty pile there, but never mind. And a new extension, because I needed that. But yeah, this was the paint I was on about. So that's basically that. It's really dark, but it doesn't help because of the light. But if we bring this to the light, we can see it's evidently better. You can see that. Yeah, and does that light work at all? No, that does not work. But yeah, that is... yeah, that's the red. So going from that, I wanted to make sure this was okay. I don't know what it is, but then you have to get reference, don't you, to know, is this dark enough? Is this finished? And then evidently, not prepared today, I'm really not. Evidently, it really is, because then I've got the Skittle Dalek out. Shadow, work with me. So yeah, I'm having to squat here. You can see a massive difference in colour, and it looks gorgeous. That is what they should have been, and they did in Asylum, but not this. This is my design, but they were that nice dark. It'll look different in person. And saying that, yeah, because paint likes to change when you're in outdoors. At the minute, it looks really dark because of my bedroom. And the contrast of the walls black against. So when I get my green screen, when we do photo shoots and this, I am so much happier where this is going. I'm not even joking. I liked Stealth, don't get me wrong. We're not going on a tangent. We are just going briefly. I did like Stealth, but I just didn't at the end. But this is a definite, like I say, I've come full circle again, using the same sort of dome. Different Mo flash lens, and they do look good. I was thinking on changing them, but now that they're up against that, it does look nice. That nice crystal, well, not crystal, but clear. I would have liked the actual Mo flash version one, but that'll do. The eye discs are so much better now that I've made them look. I can't see anything, but hopefully you can. They look much better now that they're smaller as well in diameter. Instead of going, I did want them to go big like the 60s and 70s, doing that shape. It don't work. So because this eye was small, and I'm not doing all that work, but it means I can reuse the other three now, and I'm going to have 3 of these Daleks. Don't know if I'm going to have them in 1 red, 1 white and 1 blue, or all 3 red drones, and then he'll be then Commander, or you'll have a black dome then, or black something, other bits. I think I mentioned this ages ago. Anyway, the stalk is now longer because the discs are not eating up all the room. I did 3. I was thinking 5, but then it looked a little too long, so I thought, right, 3 will do. 3 appendages, 3 rings. The rings, much better, and I know Patrick is so much happier. Patrick Lottier, I know you are so much happier with these, with them being closer. I've fixed the mesh on the inside with screws and washers so that it's actually pulled, because before it was all wavy. So I've fixed that. I've just got to do the next ring when I get to it. More gel coating, clean all this rubbish up. I should have put paper here, body filled it and then ripped the paper. I should have done that, but never mind. It'll all be painted and it'll all be made to look... This Dalek, oh, that's the thing. This Dalek is going to look damaged because I've made a mistake here. The chamfer, I was sanding away and I went too far, so I've said to my mum, get the grinder and I'm going to make it a bit like Dalek Rusty with over the top, not too over the top, but just enough damage to track your eyes away from the imperfections. I shouldn't have said that because no one would have ever noticed, but that's the reason when people go, why did you damage him and not make him pristine? Long story short, I'm not great at making things pristine. If I really zoom in this like that little fin there, most people will be like, oh, no, that's not too bad. Most Dalek builders, that is a bloody eyesore. But from afar, you wouldn't notice. I'm not the type to do really, really clean builds. I'm good at making things look damaged, broken, rustic, industrial. That's my specialty. If you saw my special weapons Dalek, I'm good at good at making weathered stuff. So yeah, the rings are much better. Last one to do. The eye, I don't know what happened, but it's gone foggy, so I'm gonna have to eventually, I think I'm gonna try and get some sort of translucent gunk, or what, I'm gonna do some research. I want to have that flesh, not fleshlight, flesh. Is it a flesh? Well, it is a light, but that flesh look to the welcome to Cameron Godona. For those who are new, I absolutely say the wrong stuff all the time and inappropriate things by accident. But yeah, he is, look at that. Metallic red is a gorgeous fucking colour, and I'm going to say it. I love the metallic red. I've always loved the metallic red. Why I loved them in Asylum. I was going to attempt it many, many years ago when I was in this room. So, what was her name now? Is it? My neighbours, let's just say. I can't name them. I can't remember now. I've forgotten their name. They remember when I had them always in the window. I had a table here. I always built Daleks here, and I did a paradigm and an attempt. It wasn't great. And I was looking at we had a poster ages ago, like, not a poster. A calendar. God, I can't remember things. A calendar, and it was the Matt Smith era, and it had the blue strategist, and I was like, gunmetal grey, not gunmetal. Metallic, Daleks in metallics do look good, and you're going, thank God. So yeah, it was a blue one. And it was looking up, and it had the Ironside, the Weeping Angels, and Matt Smith, and I was like, I might actually get that calendar again. And I was like, it's actually, the paradigms were growing on me at the time. So yeah, it was there. I don't know why I'm still pointing there. But yeah, I had a table here, and I had that Dalek being built. And it was the first time I ever got hold of metallics, and let me tell you, I really love the colour. And this is happening all over again, and it looks good. As I mentioned before, as you can see, this is lopsided. This is going to be fixed because the bolts are already been placed no matter what. So what's going to happen is when I get my 3D software, I'm going to create, I don't know what it would be called, but basically something to, like a cap over the top of this, but enough room so that this then fits. So then it fits in like a snug fit, if that makes sense. And then the holes will be re-drilled, and that'll basically lock it into its final place. So then this is not off to the side. I don't know how it happened. Like I say, I did measure and I did thinny, but somehow this has gone. You see, there's more material here than here. Don't know how it happened, but it did. And that's what I mean. That did not look right. But yeah, this crystal, I say crystal clear every time, but the transparent against the metallic red, or if I had the metallic blue, it just looks good. And it's why people do like the version 2 Paradigms from Asylum. They just look better in colours. Although mine is going to be, it's got the sharp chamfer design. The ring, I would have liked, like I say, the actual rings, but that would mean a lot of money. We just need to get this Dalek done by Finian. And then I thought, when I come to making the other two, the bases will be of that, but the same height as the one downstairs. I did like that design, but next time I am going to make them look a bit more Paradigm-like. So then the slats will then be dropped on the other two. They'll have a round base this time like that, but it's going to sort of flare ever so slightly. Instead of going straight down, it will flare just a bit. About the same flaring as this chamfer, I don't know, 15 degrees, something like that. So yeah, that's so far how it's coming along, and it does look good. Like I say, it looks great in the dark. Like I say, when it's in when we do events or whatever, and this is the event Dalek now, when I go to do events and other stuff, and hopefully maybe a theatre Dalek, fingers crossed, if it ever does happen. I mean, who's not to say it won't happen? If it don't happen at this theatre, it may happen at another theatre, because I really would love to get this Dalek on a stage and do stuff with it. And if you imagine it lighting up and talking and big booming voice, properly done this time, not in the neck, actually in the butt, and not in the shoulders when I had it in the Imperial. I look back at the videos, you cannot hear me at all, hardly. You have to be stood right close. So when it's down on the floor, it'll be like surround sound. Everyone will be able to hear it. The speaker method here don't work because of the feedback, and it didn't work again when I was in the Imperial. It was so close still. Even though I was up here, the speaker was there in the shell. I had to turn my head in order to talk, so I couldn't see when people were Finian walking by. So yeah, down in the floor, and that'll work, like I say, when it's on a stage, when it's, and there's the audience sat at the film. If you imagine that's the stage and people are sat here, that voice coming down at the bottom and reverbing towards them, that'll work. Yeah, so we are on a right path now of my Paradigm, no, the Death Squad Dalek, but it will then, like I say, get transferred into a Paradigm when I build the other two. Don't know what I'll do with the Death Squad skirt. I may have to, no, because the skirt's going to be fused together. I'll have to think of something in the future. But the rest of it will be a what if the Paradigms were just that sleek, elegant Dalek design. 12 minutes or 30 minutes. Pretty much got an idea. This is the last video for tonight. And yeah, job's a good one.